Hi, welcome back to lesson number 5 of the Tai Chi Yang Style 24 form. In this lesson, we're going to review the technique of Repulse Monkey. In our previous videos, we went through the opening posture, parting the wild horse's mane, crane cools its wings, brush knee, and play the fiddle. Demonstrating very quickly from the beginning, we began with the opening posture, parting the wild horse's mane. We did that 3 times, left, right, and left. Then we did a half step up and shifted back into crane cools its wings. Then we did brush knee, showing 2 different alternatives for brush knee. And then we did that 3 times, brush knee left, right, and left. And then we did a half step up, shifting back into play the fiddle. Now we're going to get into Repulse Monkey, but before we get started, go ahead and click the like button if you enjoy these videos, subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber, and leave me a comment and let me know what you think, because leaving a comment is going to help drive the algorithm on YouTube to get this video and my other videos in front of more eyes. Let's go ahead and get started. From the end of play the fiddle, the first motion is going to be spreading the arms, right palm up, left palm up, root still on our left leg. Then we're going to shift the weight all onto the right leg, retracting the left leg towards the right leg and bringing the right palm to below the ear. Then we are going to step back onto the ball of the foot, and then we're going to strike in 2 separate motions. The first part of the motion is going to pivot the right foot in on the heel. The second part of the motion is going to complete the strike and lower the right forefoot. Then we're going to repeat the motion for the next Repulse Monkey. The heel is going to come up, spreading the arms, release the forward leg, bringing the palm to the ear, stepping back onto the ball, strike in 2 motions. And we're going to repeat that one more time, and a 4th time. We're going to do 4 sequences of Repulse Monkey in the 24 form. Now let's describe the core movements that are going on here. And as I mentioned at the end of the last video, what I'm going to do so I don't have to keep going left and right, counterclockwise and clockwise, I'm going to describe torsion on the right, which means counterclockwise rotation of the upper waist, clockwise rotation of the lower waist, or torsion on the left, which is the opposite of that. Or counterclockwise concordant rotation, which means counterclockwise rotation of the upper and lower waist, or clockwise concordant rotation, clockwise rotation of the upper or lower waist. So that's how I'm going to describe the movements: torsion or concordant rotation, and then there will be an element of hip flexion or extension on either hip. At the end of play the fiddle, we have extension of the left hip and torsion on the right. Now we're going to shift into flexion of the left hip and torsion on the left. Then we're going to shift into empty stance with flexion of the left hip and torsion on the right. Step back with flexion of the left hip, concordant clockwise rotation. That's going to bring the leg back. Then we begin the strike with extension of the right hip and torsion on the left, and complete the strike by changing torsion on the left to torsion on the right. Then we're going to continue the torsion on the right and flex the right hip, and that's going to bring us to this position. Now we're going to change torsion on the right to torsion on the left. Now concordant counterclockwise rotation to step back, and then we're going to extend the left hip with torsion on the right, complete the strike with torsion on the left. Those are the core movements for Repulse Monkey. Now I'll review the 8 energy sequence that we're doing. We're beginning with pluck with extension of the left hip, press with flexion of the left hip, split with flexion of the left hip, elbow strike with flexion of the left hip, pluck with extension of the right hip, push with extension of the right hip, press with flexion of the right hip, split with flexion of the right hip, elbow strike with flexion of the right hip, pluck with extension of the left hip, push with extension of the left hip. Again, I'll leave the descriptions of the core rotations and how they correlate with the 8 energies of Tai Chi in the description section so you can review that at your own pace. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next one where we'll be going through Grasp the Sparrow's Tail.